Hello, in this activity you are going to look for patterns in non-native plant data, going back to the data that we looked at in activities 2, where we're looking at the Rancho Cordova plant or grassland study site. So without further ado, let's get started.
Non-native plants in grasslands. This is the Rancho Grassland Study Site. So the name of the plot that we're looking at is the Rancho Grassland Study Site. Let's go ahead and highlight that with my laser pointer. The Rancho Grassland Study Site. And here's the demographic of it. And you can again write down Rancho Grassland Study Site. And we're going to be looking at these 5 plots that are on this study site. The objective is to look for evidence for plants and their populations in the past. Evidence is needed to answer the following question. Are grassland ecosystems changing over time? So what that means is this ecosystem with the plants and the animals that are living on the plants or living within the plants, is that changing over a period of time? And the way we'd find that out is by looking at the evidence of the types of plants that are there and seeing if those plants are changing over time. If they are, then the ecosystem, the things that are living on those plants and with those plants, is also changing over time. So there are 4 areas that are disturbed on this Rancho Grassland Study Site, or highly disturbed. The first area is the mission, so go ahead and write that down in your assignment. The mission is the first highly disturbed area. The second highly disturbed area is the farmhouse, so write that down. The third disturbed area is the service station. And the fourth disturbed area is the road. So when they made these structures, they disturbed this grassland ecosystem because they had to rip up the grassland and then they changed it because they put new things there, man-made structures. Are there more native, non-native, or non-native invasive species in plots near human disturbances? Well, to answer that, we need to revisit data from your grassland survey of plot 2 and plot 4 to find out. And you might remember the answer already, but let's revisit that data. And here it is. Okay, so we're looking specifically at plot 2. And plot 4, and that's what we graphed in the week 2 assignment. So we're going to just look at that and see if we can answer the question. Okay, and from this data, we're looking to see if are there more native, non-native, or non-native invasive species in plots near human disturbances. So plot 2 is near human disturbances, and you can tell from this data, just looking at native species, it seems like there are more native species near plot 4 and less native species near plot 2, which is what you might remember, and that there are more non-native or non-native invasive species near plot 2 than plot 4. And that is exactly what we found, that there are more non-native invasive plant species near plot 2 than plot 4. And plot 4 is farther away. So that was the answer to question number 3. There are more non-native invasive plants, and you can see that totally a lot more non-native and non-native invasive plants.